Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, She Plans, She Budgets. In today's video, we'll be going over my budget closeout for the month of September, so let's get started. Alright, so if you are already subscribed, welcome back. If not, feel free to hit that subscribe button down below as well as the notification bell so you'll be notified every time I upload. Alright, so as you can see here, I already filled out all of my numbers for my budget in order to close it out, in order to save some time. So we look over here at my salary. We see I was expecting $3,800 for the month, but instead I brought home $3,838 with 99 cents, and that is from my results from paycheck 1 and paycheck 2. The next line is my cash envelopes that I rolled over from August that totaled $48.71. And just flipping back to August really quickly, you can see here my results. I had $30 left over from gas, $10 left over from laundry, and $8 with 71 cents left over for my personal spending. So that's how I had the $48.71 to add towards a debt snowball payment. And I added it here in my September budget just so that it can show up in my total numbers down here at the actual. So again, for my paycheck 1 and 2 results, these are where my actual numbers come from. So all of my bills and expenses were exactly the same. So for total bills and expenses, I had $1,677.50. And then over here for cash and savings, it was a little bit different. For gas, I totally wiped that out, so I spent all of the $90 I stuffed. And then for groceries and household, I only spent $442, and I'm going to roll over the difference of $8 into a debt snowball. Same for laundry, I only spent $10, so I had $10 left over. Sinking funds was all stuffed. I don't I roll that over into the next month always, so I don't like put anything towards debt. Personal, I budgeted out $500, but of this money, I put $15.79 towards a debt snowball payment on the 18th. So that's why actual I only wrote $484 with 21 cents, just so that debt snowball payment can show up down here. So for total cash and savings, I spent $1,586.21. And doing the math for my paycheck breakdown, you see here that I had a leftover of $623.99 to put towards my Perkins loan with UAS. All right, so my UAS loan started at $1,505.29 at the beginning of September. And with that $623.99 payment, that brought the loan down to about $881.30. However, I'm going to insert with the loan drop down to with my last payment. It actually was about a little bit more than that, and the difference is the interest that accrued over the month of September. So I'll insert a pic of what the real total is as of today, September 30th. All right, so moving down to my debt payoff plan, as we can see, I had a goal of $500 for September, and I have exceeded that goal. So thank God for that. And then for October, I do have a goal of paying down $800, but obviously since I owe about $885.86, I'm going to just make that my new goal for October so that I can have this loan paid off in full. November has a goal of $400 to put towards my savings, but I'll probably be increasing that next month as well. So stay tuned for my October monthly budget video, as well as the October debt tracker video, because I will update my debt as well as my savings. And now moving on to my savings tracker. As you can see, I started the month off with $4,519 in savings, but I did have to use $195 for miscellaneous expenses. I did mention in my weekly check-in video that some things have come up and I needed to pitch in for it, and this is what that was for. So 45.19 minus 195 means my new savings amount is at $4,324. And my savings total goal is 5,000, so I would need to put 600, make sure you guys can see, 600, 700, ooh, $676 back into savings in order to raise this number to $5,000, because that's what I feel comfortable with as far as a savings, emergency fund, you know, all that jazz. So yeah. All right, so that's basically how my debt tracker went for this month. Paid off about $624. And then I had to spend some money in savings, but I will be putting that back. And then, yeah, this is how the month went. So this was the weekly check-in that kind of was in shambles because I basically skipped weeks 2 and 3 and just put everything down in weeks 4. But here is the money that was rolled over into debt, which was $18 from gas and from groceries and laundry. And then the $15.79 that came from personal. I probably should have pulled it out here so you can just see it in red parentheses, but whatever. And then lastly, just to mention for here, today I did go back to Walmart and do a refund for some things I purchased from Walmart from home projects. So I did get $99 back. So instead of only having $26.88 in sinking funds, I now have $27.87. And we'll count that in just a bit. Here is paychecks 1 and 2. Check out those videos if you haven't seen it. I have separate videos for when I first do my budgeting and then when I do the results. All right, so now for the sinking funds, I went ahead and filled this out as well. So what we're going to do is just confirm my ending balances. This is a mini happy planner. I will have this link down below, as well as my cash envelopes for as far as where I got them from. So we know my cash envelopes are empty because I did roll over the extra money into a debt snowball payment. So the first envelope is self-care, and as we can see, that is empty, which is why I have 0 there. Next is pets, which should have $8. 5, 6, 7, 8. And like I mentioned earlier, I usually don't pull out sinking funds to roll it into a debt snowball. I will just leave it in to roll over into the next month. And if it's like over the amount that I would like to keep it at for the month, I just won't stuff it whatever month that is. Okay, let me not fidget with that. So car maintenance should be $125. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120, 125. Okay, and then next is gifts. And we can see gifts has the $20. Okay, and then after that is vet and grooming, which should have $300. So 50, 1, 150, 2, 220, 40, 60, 80, and 300. So for example, with vet and grooming, it had $300 in it for a while, and that's what I decided to cap it as. So for the past several months, I have not stuffed it. So that's what I mean when I say if my sinking funds are at the limit that I like it to be for that month, I just won't stuff it. All right, next is vacation, and that should have $400 remaining. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And with this money, my boyfriend and I did plan on attending Fright Fest at Six Flags, but it's actually canceled this year. and what they're having is instead called Hollow Fest. I'm not sure on the complete difference, so I'm going to research that to see if it's worth still going. I'm sure it has to do with COVID-19 and not having too large of a group in one location. But I'm just going to see like what they're doing because I do enjoy going to Fright Fest. So if it's just similar to that, I'll still go. If not, then I'll probably make some different plans. And then next for my birthday is it should have $1,000. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1,000. So a few more stuffs and this will be done. And I'm excited for that. All right, so next is my boyfriend's birthday. He should have $400, and I am saving towards a PlayStation 5, so $400. He specifically wants the digital edition, so it's the cheaper version of the PS5, which is good. So, you know, I'll be able to pay for it. The only challenge is getting my hands on one because the pre-order sale was like wiped out within minutes, so definitely missed that. So good luck to me for trying to find it on November 12th. But next is Christmas, and that should have $300. So 1, 2, 3, and all right, so after Christmas is home projects. Originally when I filled this out, I should have had $135 left over. But like I mentioned earlier, I did go back to Walmart, which was this transaction here on the 19th from home projects where I spent $220. I did go back to return some things I no longer wanted, and I got back $99. So this should now be $234. So 100, 120, 140, 160, 180, 200, 210, 215, 220, 225, 230, 231, 32, 33, and 234. So I got that money back from Walmart and just put it right back in this envelope. Okay. And then lastly, lawn care is empty with $0. And then for the debt Snowball, I did already deposit that $18 from the cash envelopes, and that payment was made. All right. So lastly is my calendar view. Going to take this off. So for the month, I did have a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 no spend days. A lot of unexpected transactions, or should I say expenses, that I was able to cash flow without going into the negative. I know it wasn't great to really tap into savings, but you know, it's partially a emergency fund, so that's what it was for. So at least I didn't have to borrow any money to take care of what I needed to take care of. And I had a total of 8 spend days for this month, which is pretty good. And I also stayed within my budget as far as my other categories like gas, groceries, laundry, you know, and things like that. Okay, so that is basically everything. So thank you so much for watching today's video. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe down below. And I will see you all next time. Bye.